You may have heard that ChatGPT4o or Omni was released, but it wasn't the only thing. There's also a new desktop application that lets you interact directly with ChatGPT without having to go to a web browser, and it comes with a cool few features, like being able to see what's on your screen. Now, while this might sound ominous, I'm going to use it for web design. Let's begin. Firstly, let's have a look at how to access this new desktop application. Here in Google, I'm going to type in ChatGPT desktop application. The very first link is from OpenAI, so it's a legitimate link, and here you've got the options to download it on your iPhone or on your Android device. It also has ChatGPT desktop app for Mac is coming soon, but actually it's already out. So while there might not be a link here just yet, there'll probably be one soon. Now, just be aware to get it properly, you'll want to head over to ChatGPT itself. If you're on macOS, you might get this prompt down here saying that it's available to download, but if you don't, you can head to the very top right and head here to download the app. This will download a little application here, which is a .dmg file, which you can open up, such like this, and then drag and drop ChatGPT into your applications folder. Now, be aware that if you are on Mac and you head to the App Store, there's a lot of apps that are pretending to be ChatGPT. Do not download these. These are not the official app from OpenAI. If you want to get the official app, just make sure you're accessing it through the web browser directly from the OpenAI domain. Do not trust any other link out there. When it first launches, it should look like this. Basically, well, just a login. I'm going to log in with Google. And this will just happen in the background and launch into the application, which will end up looking very similar to what you're used to on your phone or even on the website itself. I'm going to expand it out a little bit here. You'll have your chats on the left-hand side. At the top here, you can kind of select which GPT model you're using. GPT-4, I'm going to select GPT-4o. And I've also now got the option here at the bottom to do a few more things. I can still upload files and photos, but I can also now take screenshots of my entire screen or even a photo from the webcam itself. Now, I believe that ChatGPT's desktop application is also working on something to record your screen so it can see it in real time, but I don't think that feature is available just yet. But in this case, I can select take a picture of the entire screen, and you can see it's just here in the background. Now, this isn't useful just yet because we've got nothing on the screen, but what I'm thinking is to test it out in web design. I'm going to open up a few websites and see if the new GPT-4o model can actually give me a review for my website to see if the design is any good, how I can improve it, what's good, what's bad. So let me head over here and head over to Wix Studio. I'm going to jump into the website I'm currently working on, my own, called Merge Web Dev. So here's the page, and I'm going to just select to preview it. And then I'm going to head over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to select take a screenshot, and I can even select the browser window here, Chrome. And I'll add a quick prompt in here to request it to do a design review. So that's just kind of the landing page, but I'm interested to see how this goes. So here it says your website has a clean, modern design. It's visually appealing. Positive aspects, minimalistic design, clear messaging, call to action, visual hierarchy, areas for improvement, contrast and readability, navigation, accessibility. That's pretty cool. So it's given me like a pretty good breakdown of my website over here. Next, I asked ChatGPT if it could mock up a better design for the website. I put in the prompt, can you mock up a better design for this, please? This is what I got. And as you can see, it kind of looks like a website, and there's a lot that's happening correctly, but also a lot that maybe needs to be improved on. I do like that it added the word merge here in the hero section of the website. It's spelled correctly, and this looks like good typography. But the second line, a community for web developers, while it's mostly spelled correctly, this community, I think it struggled with the M's and the I's and the T's here. So it's not particularly correct. And then the join us, I think, what's meant to be written here, doesn't look correct either. There's a menu here at the top that says home, home. Maybe that's meant to be about or something. I can't read this menu at the very top. And the sections here on the right, like about, looks to be written correctly. But here where it says HAE, about, I'm not too sure what's happening here. So overall, like, it's got some good contrast. It has all the kind of elements that you might need for a website, but it's probably still not quite there yet, unfortunately. But that's okay. So that was the first thing I did. I did that here. Then I did another design review, and this time I asked it, please highlight the areas in the photo that could give a better user experience. It only wrote in text the areas and tried to do a screenshot, but failed at this screenshot just in this prompt here. And so I asked it again, please generate an image to showcase or indicate these improvements. And it generated this image over here. Now, this image isn't the website of Merge. It's another completely AI generated website. And while it looks very AI-like, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. So instead, I'm just going to stick to design reviews. Now, in my Discord, which is just over here, I have a channel called Design Reviews where people often submit designs for me to have a look at. And maybe I'll actually select one of those and see if I can get a bit of a design review for it. Now I've got this picture over here, which I think I might even copy the whole picture and chuck this into ChatGPT-o and the desktop application and see what it thinks. So this one's a bit different because of the fact that it's the whole website, even the scrolling. So hopefully it can still read the text. So here it says what's done right is it's clean and modern, consistent colors, good hierarchy, what it needs to improve on, text readability, image placeholders, button contrast, testimonial diversity. The testimonial section could benefit from more visual diversity, such as including photos. All right, so that's interesting. Let's actually pull this image up to have a look at it. So yeah, there aren't any photos here for these people. So that's a valid point. So it actually is looking at the image and giving proper feedback. I might write something more specific this time. So I'll say for the testimonial section, please provide a lot more information on how it can be improved. So first, add photos. So that's great. Let's see, use full names and titles. So I think that's a good point too. Company logos, great. A detailed testimonial, highlight key points, video testimonials, then having ratings as well. That's a good point as well. Having quotes added in and even a call to action. And here it says, here's a conceptual layout for the testimonial section. And it's a bit of code, but even though it's a bit of code, it's kind of showcased. It's really trying to show how to lay this section out. So I have to be pretty impressed. While it maybe can't do visuals quite yet, is doing a pretty good job at giving me a design review for this testimonial section. So here are my two questions. Is ChatGPT-4 on a desktop application better than visiting it on a website? And do you think that web design for ChatGPT4o is any better than any previous version? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.